What if a single year could redefine your entire life? In the Pivot Year, Brianna Wiest explores the transformative power of intentional change. This is the story of how I embraced the lessons of a pivot year to confront my fears, redefine my purpose, and step into a future filled with clarity and possibility. Each page revealed how a single decision, to pivot, could lead to profound growth and alignment with my true self. With every step, I discovered that change is not a momentary act but an ongoing journey toward becoming the person I've always wanted to be. Wiest begins by defining a pivot as a deliberate shift in focus, mindset, or direction. She explains that pivots are not about abandoning who we are but about realigning with our deepest values and aspirations. A pivot year is a time of transformation, offering the opportunity to break free from old patterns and step into a more authentic life. It's about recognizing that life's detours often lead to our most meaningful destinations. I began by reflecting on where I felt stuck or misaligned. Wiest's insights encouraged me to view these feelings not as failures but as signals pointing toward change. I realized that the discomfort I had been avoiding was a call to action, urging me to reconsider my path and make intentional shifts. This chapter helped me see that pivots are acts of courage, a chance to rewrite our story and move closer to the life we truly desire. It was a reminder that even small shifts can create ripples of transformation. This chapter taught me that change is not something to fear but something to embrace. By choosing to pivot, I could reclaim my power and create a life that felt more aligned with my values and dreams. It reminded me that every journey begins with a single, brave step. Before we can pivot, Wiest emphasizes the importance of letting go of what no longer serves us. Whether it's outdated beliefs, toxic relationships, or unfulfilling goals, releasing the old creates space for the new. Letting go is an act of self-liberation and a necessary step toward transformation. It requires us to confront the things we've been holding onto out of fear, habit, or misplaced loyalty. I started identifying areas of my life where I was holding on out of fear or habit. By journaling and reflecting, I realized that some of my attachments were rooted in a fear of the unknown. I had been clinging to familiarity, even when it no longer aligned with who I was becoming. Wiest's guidance helped me see that letting go was not about loss but about making room for growth. Each release felt like shedding a layer, revealing a clearer, lighter version of myself. It was both challenging and freeing, a necessary step toward creating a life that felt authentic. This chapter reminded me that letting go is an act of self-love. By releasing what no longer aligns with who I am becoming, I could open myself to new possibilities and opportunities. It taught me that true freedom comes not from holding on, but from having the courage to let go. Wiest explains that pivots often lead us into uncharted territory, which can feel both exhilarating and terrifying. She encourages readers to embrace the unknown with curiosity and trust, reminding us that uncertainty is where growth happens. The unknown, she argues, is not something to be feared but a space where we can rediscover ourselves and our potential. I began reframing my relationship with uncertainty. Instead of viewing it as something to fear, I started seeing it as a blank canvas, a space where anything was possible. This shift in perspective gave me the courage to take steps I had been avoiding, trusting that each step would reveal the next. Wiest's words became a mantra for me: lean into the unknown, for it is where your future lies. This chapter taught me that the unknown is not a void but a realm of potential. By leaning into it with curiosity and trust, I could discover new paths and possibilities I hadn't imagined before. It reminded me that the best parts of life often emerge from the spaces we least expect. Wiest emphasizes that self-awareness is the foundation of a successful pivot. By understanding our values, strengths, and desires, we can make choices that align with our true selves. Self-awareness is the compass that guides us through the pivot year, helping us navigate with clarity and intention. I began deepening my self-awareness through journaling, meditation, and honest conversations with myself. I asked questions like, what do I truly want? And what's holding me back? The answers weren't always easy to face, but they provided clarity and direction. As I delved deeper, I uncovered layers of conditioning and fear that had shaped my decisions. Wiest's insights helped me see that self-awareness is not a destination but an ongoing process, a journey of peeling back the layers to reveal my core truth. This chapter reminded me that the more I understand myself, the more intentional I can be about the choices I make. By aligning my actions with my inner truth, I could create a life that felt authentic and fulfilling. It reinforced the idea that self-awareness is the key to living a life of purpose and meaning. Pivots often come with challenges and setbacks, and Wiest highlights the importance of resilience in navigating these moments. She explains that resilience is not about avoiding difficulty, but about learning to adapt and grow through it. Resilience, she argues, is the bridge between struggle and strength. I started viewing challenges as opportunities to build resilience rather than as signs of failure. Whether it was facing rejection or grappling with self-doubt, I reminded myself that each obstacle was part of the process. Wiest's encouragement to focus on progress rather than perfection helped me stay grounded and motivated. Each setback became a lesson, each struggle a chance to grow stronger. This chapter taught me that resilience is a skill that can be cultivated. By approaching challenges with a growth mindset, I could navigate the ups and downs of my pivot year with grace and determination. It reminded me that resilience is not just about surviving, but about thriving in the face of adversity. Wiest explains that transformation is not about grand gestures, but about the small, consistent actions we take every day. She emphasizes the importance of cultivating habits that support our goals and align with our values. Habits, she argues, are the building blocks of change. I began focusing on creating daily habits that reinforced my pivot. Whether it was setting aside time for reflection, prioritizing self-care, or taking small steps toward my goals, these habits became the building blocks of my transformation. Wiest's reminder that what you do daily defines who you become inspired me to approach each day with intention. Over time, these small actions compounded, creating momentum and progress. This chapter reminded me that lasting change is built on the foundation of daily habits. By committing to small, consistent actions, I could create momentum and move steadily toward my vision. It taught me that the journey to transformation is made up of tiny, deliberate steps. Wiest highlights the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who support and inspire us during a pivot year. She encourages readers to seek out relationships that nurture growth and to let go of those that drain or diminish us. The people we surround ourselves with, she explains, can either lift us up or hold us back. I began evaluating my relationships and seeking out connections that uplifted and inspired me. Whether it was joining a supportive community or leaning on trusted friends, these relationships became an invaluable source of encouragement and accountability. Wiest's insights reminded me that we don't have to navigate pivots alone. Surrounding myself with like-minded individuals created an environment where growth felt not only possible but inevitable. This chapter taught me that the people we surround ourselves with play a crucial role in our journey. By cultivating supportive relationships, I could create an environment that fostered growth and resilience. It reinforced the idea that connection is a cornerstone of transformation. In the final chapter, Wiest encourages readers to create a clear vision for the life they want to build. She explains that having a vision provides direction and motivation, helping us stay focused and inspired as we navigate our pivot year. A vision, she explains, is not just a goal but a guiding light. I began crafting a vision for my future, imagining the life I wanted to create and the person I wanted to become. This vision became a source of inspiration, guiding my decisions and actions. Wiest's encouragement to dream boldly and think expansively helped me see that my pivot year was not just about change, but about stepping into my fullest potential. It was a reminder that our dreams are the blueprints of our future. This chapter reminded me that a clear vision is the anchor that keeps us grounded and focused during times of transformation. By holding on to my vision, I could stay motivated and aligned with my goals. It taught me that the future is not something we wait for, but something we create. The pivot year taught me that transformation begins with a single decision to pivot. By letting go of the old, embracing the unknown, and taking intentional steps toward my vision, I discovered a path to growth and alignment. How can you embrace a pivot year to redefine your life? Remember, every moment holds the potential for change. It's up to you to take the first step. Each decision, no matter how small, is a step toward becoming the person you are meant to be.